Caitlin Clark finished up one of the most remarkable years of basketball playing up in quite.
Caitlin Clark has just completed one of the most extraordinary rookie seasons in basketball history, and in a move that caught the entire sports world off guard, she finally broke her silence after an entire week of intense speculation regarding her professional future. Taking to Instagram, Clark made her plans for the upcoming season crystal clear, putting an end to all the rumors that had been circulating.
Just absolutely did it all and became a magnet for attention and an icon for sports fans, certainly little girls, certainly mine as well, playing her basketball and watching her play.
She delivered an unforgettable performance that made her a magnet for attention and an icon for sports fans everywhere, especially young girls who now look up to her as a role model. The basketball community held its collective breath as Clark's social media remained unusually quiet following the Fever's controversial playoff elimination, with fans and analysts alike wondering whether she would return, whether her historic season was just a preview of greater things to come, or whether she might even choose to pursue a different sport altogether. Fans continued to build with each passing day until October 2nd, when Clark's Instagram suddenly came to life with a post filled with gratitude for her rookie experience, sending shockwaves throughout the league. In this breakdown, we will explore exactly what her decision means for the Indiana Fever and how it shapes the future of the WNBA. Instagram post was merely the surface of a much deeper story, as behind those carefully selected words lay an entire season that completely redefined what is possible in professional basketball.
Make no mistake, Caitlin Clark is doing things beyond her.
October 2nd, 2024, her Instagram lit up with a message that sent ripples through the basketball world, simply stating year one check and expressing gratitude to everyone who supported her journey of living out her childhood dream. She ended with the words "see you all in year two," confirming what fans had desperately been hoping for: she was not going anywhere. But what made her season so truly remarkable was not just the records she broke, but the manner in which she shattered them. Clark's debut campaign saw her obliterate an astounding 62 records, each one standing as a powerful testament to her unprecedented impact on the game and her ability to perform at a level rarely seen from a first-year player.
Greatest years of basketball with work put in by anybody ever.
Let's begin with the numbers that left statisticians scrambling to find new superlatives to describe her achievements. Clark averaged 19.2 points, 8.4 assists, 5.7 rebounds, and 1.3 steals per game, numbers that would be elite for any player in the league, let alone a rookie finding her way at the professional level. Her 337 total assists set a new benchmark for the entire WNBA, representing the highest number of assists in a single season and showcasing her remarkable ability to elevate her entire team. But it went far beyond just the raw statistics, as Clark achieved something no freshman had ever accomplished before: a triple-double, and she did it not once but twice.
That's our goal.
It's our goal to get to the playoffs.
Our goal is to be in the playoffs. Our goal is to just continue to be.
She also recorded 19 assists in a single game, yet another record that proved her court vision and playmaking abilities were operating on an entirely different level. The impact of Clark's performances extended well beyond the stat sheet, as she breathed new life into an Indiana Fever franchise that had been struggling for years, guiding the team to a 20-20 record, their first 20-win season since 2015, and ending a long postseason drought. Her electrifying presence on the court did more than just win games. It won over fans in a way the league had rarely seen before.
Caitlin Clark is way better, way sooner than anybody thought.
Skyrocketed, jerseys flew off the shelves at record rates, and suddenly the Indiana Fever became must-see television for basketball fans across the country. Clark's ability to make her teammates better was evident in every single game, as she consistently created scoring opportunities and opened up the floor in ways that left defenders scrambling to keep up. The accolades came pouring in as quickly as the broken records, with Clark being unanimously voted WNBA Rookie of the Year, a fitting recognition of her complete dominance. Her selection to the All-Star game with the most votes of any player was yet another achievement added to her growing list, proving that she could hold her own against the league's established veterans while exciting fans every time she stepped onto the floor. What made Clark's achievements even more impressive was the way she handled the immense pressure that came with being the most hyped rookie in WNBA history.
Also did it with the spotlight on her at a very young age. Fame is hitting this young lady's life, and very, very rarely did I see a misstep or something that I wouldn't want to show my daughter. Literally every step of the way, it's just like, watch her, watch how she plays, watch how she handles her business.
Entering the league with enormous expectations, she did not just meet them. She exceeded them in every possible way. Her poise under the brightest of spotlights, her ability to deliver in clutch moments when her team needed her most, and her unwavering focus drew inevitable comparisons to legends like Larry Bird, Pete Maravich, Stephen Curry, and even the great Michael Jordan himself. However, perhaps the most significant aspect of Clark's historic season was how it transformed the perception of what is possible for a first-year player in the WNBA.
Seeing this angle. I'm calling her in, and I'm saying to her, I need answers.
Just raised the bar, she launched it into the stratosphere, ensuring that future rookies will now be measured against her incredible standard, a benchmark that seems almost unfair in its loftiness. As Clark's star continued to rise, so did the target placed firmly on her back.
You went and kind of swatted at Caitlin. Did you intend to hit her in the eye? And if so, could you just, or if not, either way, could you talk about what happened on that play?
I don't even know why I would intend to hit anybody in the eye. That doesn't even make sense to me. But no, I didn't. I didn't know I hit her, actually. I was trying to make a play on the ball, and I guess I followed through and I hit her. So obviously it's never intentional. That's not even like the type of player that I am.
Nam, who had taken the WNBA by storm, was about to face challenges that would test her resolve like never before, as her record-breaking season brought not only adoration but also intense scrutiny and unexpected controversies. The playoffs were supposed to be Clark's crowning moment, but instead they became the epicenter of a firestorm that would engulf the young star. During a crucial game against the Connecticut Sun, an eye poke left Clark reeling in pain, and what should have been a routine play suddenly became the subject of heated debate across the basketball world as Clark went down. But
let me show you.
Picks off the pass, and Diana Taurasi.
Look at that. Bro, she just did the same exact movement as what Clark did, except Clark hit it lower. Diana did it straight on and loud.
Picks off the pass, and Diana Taurasi, they'll count the bucket. And one coming up for DT.
Right in front of the rest, blatantly not even acting on it.
questions about player safety and the quality of officiating erupted from all corners of the sport, with fans and analysts dissecting every replay of the incident and questioning the intentions behind the contact. The controversy reached its boiling point when USA Today columnist Christine Brennan raised the possibility of intentional harm, a suggestion that sparked immediate outrage from the WNBA Players Union and further intensified the debate. However, the eye poke incident was just the beginning of a much larger pattern. Did you know that Clark was the recipient of an astounding 177% of all flagrant fouls called in the entire league? Let that staggering statistic sink in.
Yeah, I think just being competitive is who I am. It's what I've done my whole career. I think at times there's ways I can probably channel it a little bit better, but that's just basketball at the end of the day. That's never gonna change. I'm never gonna lose that. I feel like I'm getting hammered. I don't know. I appreciate Christy getting a tech too. I don't know.
44 players in the WNBA, one player received a completely disproportionate amount of the physical punishment. And that does not even account for all the times flagrant fouls were not called, which could have easily doubled that number. The team responsible for 80% of those fouls was none other than the Chicago Sky, whose head coach was recently fired.
Are going to be over 200,000 higher than the next highest total attendance in league history.
Clarkonomics. The standard became even more glaring when Clark received an instant technical foul for slapping the rim padding, yet Diana Taurasi was allowed to do the exact same thing without any punishment. Why does there seem to be such a clear double standard when it comes to officiating? Caitlin Clark. As Clark's fame grew, so did the dark underbelly of online hate and criticism, yet her response to adversity only added to her growing legend. Despite the swirling controversies and constant targeting, Clark's focus never wavered, and her ability to rise above the noise while continuing to perform at an elite level earned her immense respect from both teammates and opponents alike. The controversy surrounding her season revealed the complex landscape of modern professional sports stardom.
Record-breaking numbers this season in viewership, ticket sales, merch sales, and just overall growth of the league.
On one hand, her unprecedented success brought new attention and excitement to the WNBA, while on the other, it exposed her to levels of scrutiny and criticism that few players have ever had to endure. Yet through it all, Clark's resilience shone through every challenge, as each obstacle seemed only to fuel her determination and drive. The eye poke incident, among many others, became a rallying point for important discussions about player safety and the urgent need for better, more consistent officiating. While controversy swirled around her, something truly unprecedented was happening behind the scenes. The league was about to witness a transformation unlike anything in its 27-year history.
Clark has done for the game is generational, and I just, as a baller to a baller, I just want to say thank you to you, Caitlin Clark.
Absolutely.
For just lifting our game up, you and so many great players. But what you're doing, you're going to make all these women multimillionaires one day, like Tiger did, like Michael Jordan did, and we shouldn't hate on her. We should celebrate her, not to.
Did Caitlin Clark accomplish that had everyone from die-hard fans to casual observers glued to their screens? The answer lies in what can only be described as the Caitlin Clark effect. Her impact on the WNBA was not just about her on-court performance, it was a seismic shift that reshaped the entire landscape of women's sports. Her presence alone catapulted the league into uncharted territory.
I think it can't be overstated enough, like what she did to bring eyes to that sport. Whether people want to admit it or not, it's just a fact.
Breaking viewership records that had stood for over 2 decades and bringing an entirely new audience to women's basketball. Let us talk numbers. During Clark's debut season, an astounding 21 broadcasts featuring her games drew over 1 million viewers each. This was not just a slight uptick in viewership, it was a quantum leap for a league that had historically struggled to consistently hit those numbers.
Caitlin Clark is a superstar. Not a female superstar, she is a superstar.
We were coming to see Caitlin Clark play.
She moves the needle. The WNBA has been looking for someone who moves.
Indiana Fever, once an afterthought in the WNBA hierarchy, suddenly became the most compelling television product in the league, with fans tuning in from all over the country just to watch Clark work her magic on the court. But it was not just about eyeballs on screens. Clark's magnetic presence translated directly into packed arenas wherever she played. The Indiana Fever set an all-time WNBA record by averaging over 17,000 fans per home game. To put that into perspective, this was the same team that had recorded the second worst attendance in the league just a single season prior. In the span of 1 year, Clark transformed the Fever's home court into the hottest ticket in town. Even away games became such hot commodities that opposing teams had to book larger arenas whenever the Fever were in town to accommodate the massive crowds Clark attracted. Clark's influence extended far beyond the hardwood, as she became a genuine social media sensation, amassing over 2.9 million Instagram followers. This was no longer just about basketball anymore. Clark had completely transcended the sport to become a cultural icon whose appeal reached far beyond traditional sports fans. But what made Clark truly special was not just her individual brilliance, it was her remarkable ability to elevate those around her. Her playing style, characterized by pinpoint passing and clutch scoring, brought out the absolute best in her teammates, with the Fever setting a franchise record for assists in a single season. She did not just score points. She made every player on the court better. The impact of Clark's presence in the WNBA drew inevitable comparisons to none other than Michael Jordan, as analysts noted her ability to attract unprecedented attention and commercial appeal to the league, much like Jordan did for the NBA during his legendary career. This was not just hype, the numbers backed it up. Clark's playoff debut drew an average of 1.84 million viewers, the highest for any WNBA playoff game since the 2000 finals, and Game 2 drew a staggering 2.5 million viewers, breaking the record that had been set just a few days earlier. The comparisons to Jordan, while bold, were beginning to seem entirely justified. What is perhaps most remarkable about the Clark effect is how it lifted not just the Fever but the entire WNBA as a whole. All teams across the league experienced a noticeable boost in fan engagement during her freshman year, as if Clark's star power had a gravitational pull that brought new eyes and fresh excitement to women's basketball in its entirety. WNBA legend Tamika Catchings summed it up perfectly when she said that Clark had rejuvenated not just the Fever but the entire city of Indianapolis and the whole league. Catchings drew parallels to how Magic Johnson and Larry Bird transformed the NBA, suggesting that Clark's impact could be equally revolutionary for the women's game. As the dust finally settled on her record-breaking rookie season, speculation ran wild about what the future held. Would Clark be a one-season wonder, or was she the cornerstone of a dynasty in the making? Her long-awaited social media post finally broke the silence, but the message sparked more questions than answers. "See you all in year 2, she wrote, and with those simple words, Clark confirmed her commitment to the Indiana Fever in the WNBA, sending ripples of excitement through the entire basketball world. However, the question remained. What does Clark's decision really mean for the future of the Fever and for the league as a whole? The excitement surrounding Clark's return is absolutely palpable, as her presence on the court does not just win games but fills seats, captivates audiences, and generates buzz wherever she goes. Now with a full season under her belt and the opportunity to build on an already impressive resume, expectations for year 2 are through the roof. Fans and analysts alike are eager to see how she will follow up on one of the greatest rookie campaigns in sports history. What makes the future particularly bright for the Indiana Fever is the promising core of talent that surrounds Clark. Aaliyah Boston, the 2023 Rookie of the Year, forms a dynamic duo with Clark that has the potential to dominate the league for years to come. Add in the rim running and sharp shooting of all-star Kelsey Mitchell and the all-around versatility of Lexi Hull, and you have a young, talented roster that is just scratching the surface of its true potential. Clark's playing style is a perfect complement to her teammates. Her exceptional court vision and pinpoint passing ability create scoring opportunities for Boston in the paint and open looks for Mitchell on the perimeter, making the entire team more dangerous. As this core group gains more experience playing together, their chemistry and effectiveness are only likely to improve with each passing season. Clark's continued presence promises to attract even more fans and media attention to the Fever, potentially ushering in a new golden era for women's basketball in Indianapolis and beyond. As she prepares for the 2025 season, there is a palpable sense of optimism surrounding her potential to elevate the Fever even further. With a full training camp, increased familiarity with her teammates, and a better understanding of the professional game, many experts expect Clark to take another significant leap forward in her development. The question is not if she will improve, but by just how much. Caitlin Clark's journey from college phenom to WNBA sensation has been nothing short of extraordinary. In just one single season, she shattered records, revitalized a struggling franchise, and captured the hearts of fans across the nation. As Nancy Lieberman put it, what Caitlin Clark has done for the game is generational. Her presence has not only elevated the Indiana Fever but has also brought unprecedented attention and excitement to the entire WNBA. With skyrocketing attendance and viewership numbers, Clark's influence is reshaping the future of women's sports in real time. As she prepares for her sophomore season, the basketball world watches with bated breath. Will Clark continue to redefine what is possible in the WNBA? If her freshman year is any indication, we are witnessing history unfold in front of our very eyes, and the best part is, it is only just beginning. Here is to counting down the days until we see Caitlin Clark back in action.